Hello guys.
Hi guys.
Okay, so today we're making some sweet treats with peanut. Again, yes. I'm not a lover of peanut, but I have peanuts and I think that we could do some really good things, creative sweet treats with peanut. I mean, it's Halloween. So what we're gonna do, hold on, Nexia. One of the things that we're gonna do maple glaze peanuts. You know, like honey roasted, but instead of honey, we're using maple syrup. So we're gonna get that started, and once we do, so what we're gonna do for the maple glaze syrup, we're gonna add half a stick of butter. We're gonna add half a stick of butter and melt it down with two tablespoons of sugar. Okay, Josh, stop. With 2 tablespoons of sugar, and we're also gonna, once that is melted and the sugar is dissolved, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of maple glaze syrup. And if it's unsalted peanut, preferably unsalted roasted peanut. If it's unsalted, you're gonna also add like a quarter teaspoon of salt to give it the flavor. And we're gonna mix that all up. Once that is done, I'll show you the final product. You wanna say something, Alexia?
Yeah. And when it's ready, we can eat it. But it tastes so good.
Okay guys, so we've melted the butter with the sugar for it to be dissolved. We've added a tubes of salt, like maybe quarter teaspoon I should say, and we've added 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 to 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, depending on your preference of sweetness, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and we mix that up together. And what we're gonna add this to now, we're gonna add around a cup and a half of peanut, and this is unsalted peanut, right? So this is like 4 cups of peanut in this, so we're gonna add like a cup or a cup and a half from this amount. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, that's supposed to be good. So we're gonna mix these together, and we're gonna put this in the oven at 350 degrees for like 15 minutes for it to get the consistency of a roasted maple roasted peanut. Once this is done, let's add some more peanut on it. So once this is done, you'll see that it will basically look like a honey roasted peanut that you normally buy. So I will show you the final product after it's done. Let me show you what it should look like right now. So this is what it should look like after you've incorporated the peanut in the mixture that you've done. And once that is done, then you put it in a baking sheet with parchment. You can do parchment paper, or if you don't have parchment paper, you can use foil paper, whichever. Okay. All right. So once this is completed, I will show you the final product. And while this is baking, we're gonna also do a chocolate clustered peanut as well with the leftover peanut that we have. So we're gonna do chocolate covered clustered peanut. So we'll let you know. We get back to that. Okay.
I'm gonna cover some peanut with some chocolate now, guys, and it be so good.
Okay guys, so we are gonna do the chocolate clustered peanut, right? All right, so let me wash my hands. All right, so I've melted some chocolate in the microwave and it's cooled. So what we're gonna do, all you need for this is basically 2 ingredients, or 3 if you need salt on it, your preference. So you just need to melt some semi-sweet chocolate, or dark chocolate, whichever your preference is, dark chocolate or semi-sweet, whichever. But this is semi-sweet, and you need to add peanut. So you're just gonna add your peanut to your melted chocolate, and you're gonna incorporate everything together. And once you do that, you're just gonna add so what I'm gonna do also with mine, that's if you want to as well, I love coconuts. So chocolate and coconut together to me is divine. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some coconut flakes to mine. After I've formed the custard, I'm just gonna sprinkle some coconut flakes on top. And once the custard is formed, You can do it either on parchment paper or foil paper, and then you put that in the refrigerator for like 20-25 minutes until it's firm and hardened. Once that is done, you can eat it, and it can stay up to a month. It can serve up to a month. You can leave it up to a month in the refrigerator without it being spoiled. Okay. All right. So once it's complete, I'll show you the final product. Okay. These are what it looks like before it's refrigerated. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for about 20-25 minutes so it can set. So guys, these are what the maple roasted peanut looks like after it's completed. So once it's done, it will cake up together on the sheet that you bake it in. So all you need to do once it's cooled, you'll just go ahead and break it apart. And see, look at that. Look at that. It looks like honey roasted, but instead it's maple syrup, and it is actually really delicious. And it's not that sweet. So it's not sweet at all. It's really good, and it can be a really good treat. After that, it's all Halloween. It doesn't have to be for kids. It can be for adults. And the chocolate covered clustered one is actually still setting in the fridge, in the refrigerator. Once it is done, you'll also see the final product. This, you can just put this in an airtight Ziploc bag, and you can just store it in the refrigerator for as long as you want, maybe up to a month or whatever. But look at that glaze. Look at that. It's really good. You want to taste it? Okay. Let me how it tastes.
Good.
It's very good? Yeah? Okay. She approves. She's really picky. This is what our peanut cluster, chocolate cluster looks like. I did add some coconut on top because I love coconut and chocolate. Just on several of them. So I just made 6 of them. And these actually were so delicious. So you can go ahead and try. You only need 2 ingredients: some sweet chocolate or dark chocolate with peanut, and you're good. Subscribe to my channel. Can also check out my Instagram page at Mistress Ford Kitchen, and you can also check out my TikTok page at YJ Foodie.